Hello and welcome to RogueTech campaign episode 16, and I have... where have I just put it? There we go. Some delicious creme de cassis from Guernsey, also known as hell. So we'll be fully enjoying the weekend this episode. What could possibly go wrong? Oh right, that's it. I remember now. We were going to do some more difficult contracts in the hope of getting some mediums. Now that we're rich and we have lots of mechs, but I think I needed to pass one day to get that Panther back, because I think everything's being repaired. Yep. Because forget taking that Jenner to a hard mission. Okay, let's rumble. I can't even remember what contract I was supposed to be doing. It's been a long week at work, and it's just good to be home, and it's good to settle in front of the video games with a drink and play. I think I was looking at this battle, which is nice. But the thing about battles is that they usually involve 8 enemy mechs or thereabouts. Recovery, assassinate. Jesus, the payout on this one's awful. Recovery. Okay, should we do the recovery or should we do a 2 skull? We could do a 2 skull, maybe. That's also a recovery. That's also a battle. Destroy base, or yeah, I think destroy base or capture base are usually the easiest missions, irrespective of their skull level. I'm going to go for this battle because it's just worth too much money. It's tempting me. Let's go settle a grudge, shall we? Ah, I have too many pilots that are knocked out. I need to bring my reservists up to standard. Okay. I get the feeling that this is all going to go horribly wrong, but let's live life dangerously, shall we? I have enough money and parts to replace everything, so... we'll see. My main concern is that I don't know what the withdraw button does. I haven't actually loaded up a game, not as part of the Iron Man, but just to experiment. Like, I haven't done any of that. Just to see whether withdrawing actually just withdraws my mechs without damaging them, or whether I lose them all or whatever, because this mod is full of surprises and I haven't had to withdraw yet. My primary fear would be to press the withdraw button and then just find that the entire alliance is just completely destroyed.
Nice foliage. I bet it smells great out there.
Oh my god, we have another person with an awful English accent. Nice foliage. Oh yes, I do believe that it smells great out there. Do you know which university I'm stereotypically from? Bet you can't tell. Okay, that's a light mech. Soon to be a dead mech. Where are the edges of the map? This is a tiny map. This is like Battle Royale sized, this map. In fact, let's just reserve, just in case there are some mediums that might make their ugly appearance. There was quite a lot of lag there.
Waiting for the right move.
So I
Need something, Chief?
get the feeling that there is some enemies out there. Need something, Chief?
Sensor contact.
Is that a spider? Yeah, it's a spider, isn't it? Spider. Been a long time since we last saw a spider.
Copy that.
With so much evasion tokens, I can just reserve my way through the next round. Shouldn't take much damage, if any. If the spider has any sense, he'll try and punch one of my mechs, but the AI having sense is not something that you can really count on.
Ready to rock. Engaging jump jet.
Jump! Urban mechs, they don't walk, they fly.
Sensor trace. Looks like enemy reinforcements.
Okay, enemy reinforcements, but where are they? I guess it's just these two, right? Come on, buddy, make your move. Ooh. Do you know what? In many ways, that was a good move. That's the kind of move I would have made. Because it does mean that I have to expose the Firestarter to get up there and deal with him. And in addition to that, I can't punch him now, because I can't run at him. Oh, it's a tank. That's a lot of missiles coming from a mech. That could be a trebuchet, you know.
Damage is minor, Commander. How might I help?
How can we help, Your Grace? I could DFA him, that would be funny. That would also be a mistake. Try and face in such a way as to still front towards enemy. What we got? A Wolverine. And a load of other stuff.
Unleashing hell.
Unleash hell! Right, there goes the guy's evasive pips. This little murder ball here, I'm gonna make them get closer. I'm gonna hide behind this rock and wait for them to close in. I'm not going to them.
Commander.
We'll just kill this guy so that he can no longer spot. .65. Let's see. Still behind cover there, right? With this spotter gone, they should lose effectiveness. Okay, not bad.
Ready for orders. Yup.
Yup. This goddamn Irby and its inability to move. But I don't want to jump jet it because I'm going to fire all the weapons now and it's going to generate heat.
Fun time.
Ow!
Critical hit.
He's a dead man. He's in my scope.
Move into position.
Right, just finish the job now. I have no desire to capture the spider,
Targeting for an ounce strike.
so I'm just going to go straight for the core. See ya!
Down.
Ooh, a fire starter. Best light 2015. Now, do I leave my fire starter up there and let all these guys run at it? Oh, he's got a rotary AC too. And that's a meta fire starter.
What's the plan?
Nope, you come here. You come here! I'm not going there. The nice thing about an enemy being in a ball like this, you may think, well, this is really bad because they're all packed in together. And it can be. But since they all move at different speeds, you often can string them out so that just one guy comes around the corner and then you kill him, and then another guy comes around the corner and you kill him.
Receiving you.
One of the oldest strategies in the book is to jump in, unload on somebody, and then jump straight back. And if they haven't got any lights, there's nothing they can do about it. Admittedly, they do actually have 2 lights, so... I'm not sure what would be accomplished here. Yeah, let's do it. So we jump in. What we got here? It is a trebuchet! Awesome. And then we hit this guy.
Engaging target.
Sweet.
Reporting. One less vehicle.
This guy can also fire.
Moving out.
Oh, 20%. Well, it's certainly better than nothing. I say that and then I get nothing.
No joy.
Oh well, that's okay.
Orders.
I'm not going to move too many units forward because I won't be able to move them back again.
Moving out.
So you see, I've gone in, I've assassinated that vehicle, and then I just jumped straight back out again. Ooh, that could have ended badly for me. But this is what I mean by, if they haven't got any lights, they can't do anything about it. If they do have lights, then they can respond.
Skipper.
See, so now all I do is I just jump out. Pretty simple.
Acknowledge.
See, and I can just repeat this process to assassinate targets of opportunity and to further, like, harry them as they move in. The fire starter can do nothing because he needs to be right up close.
Hey there.
Shame I haven't got Master Tactician so I can just shoot at these guys and then run away. These two have both had their moves. So, I mean, the Panther I could just reserve and see if they move in, then do some damage and get out next turn. Hmm. Hmm. No.
Confirmed. Holding for the right opportunity.
There you go. They've got no spot, so they can't shoot. Sucks to be you guys.
Reporting.
That guy's still got a turn to take.
Holding.
Okay, so now
Have orders?
we can repeat the evil process.
Firing jump jet.
Hi! Oh, I'm only close enough for the flamers. Isn't that sad?
Yes, Commander.
What's this? Striker. Don't really find a striker to be particularly dangerous. Okay. They're still not quite close enough yet for me to properly pull this tactic off. I mean, I'm working it as best I can. Once they're a bit closer, I can start jumping in behind them and start shooting them in the back. The meta starter doesn't really generate much heat, so he's okay.
Yes, Commander.
Oh, I also jumped him up there. I can just jump out, or I can... I don't know if I want to fully engage yet. You know what I mean?
Here we go.
I think for now we will not fully engage. We'll fully engage next turn. For now we will keep up the harassment.
Light damage, Commander.
Okay. We want to get out of sight range.
Good to go.
There we go. See? Now what you gonna do? I hope you're learning something from this. This is the ideal opportunity or the ideal situation for this strategy that I'm showing you right now. A wretched, evil, from behind cover jumping strategy. We'll continue to ignore the striker because
What are your orders, Skipper?
no one cares. Poor striker. Ooh. This urban mech is like running so hot. Is now the time to fully engage?
10-4.
Sure, why not? Get him!
How's it going? On my way.
Get him! Get him now! Oh, chance to hit so low.
Everything I've got.
Oh, that Panther just made a big mistake. He's actually behind cover now with me. And he just used his turn.
Orders.
Awaiting orders.
What? I can only hit him? Yeah, okay. Whatever.
Understand.
We fully engage now.
Locked on for physical attack.
Oh, there goes your rear. Oh!
That hit something good.
Sadly, he gets his turn now, but it was totally worth. He didn't even shoot back. That's funny.
What's up, boss?
Carry on attacking the fire starter. I'm not that worried about the mediums, to be honest with you. The rotary autocannon 2 is pretty nasty, but it's got a bad chance to hit. And the trebuchet is like, it's all missiles. And we know what missiles are like in this mod, so...
Yes, Commander. Moving to position.
Get rid of the actual threat, the fire starter. Although he's taken so much damage now that he's not much of a threat anymore. Sweet, that CT's got 6 health. Just a shame he didn't die last time.
Ready to rock.
The Irby is like... He really needs to cool down. I think if I move him there, he's going to get most of his evasion tokens, and
Roger that.
he'll still be facing the way where the arm without the good weapons is pointing at the enemy. Flamers are a bit overkill, but whatever. There was no guarantee that I hit the CT with the melee, so...
Eliminated.
Okay. So we're fully engaged now, we can't retreat. Ooh! Oh!
Oh, crap. Oh.
Bastard. He got the side without the weapons though, I'm pretty sure, so that's okay. Of course, the friggin' missile mech,
Ability lost.
which I was not that concerned about, becomes a lot more dangerous when you have no evasion.
I'm wounded, Commander.
So does the striker. Oh, he went for the right arm. That's okay. I mean, that's where the weapons are, but it's got full health.
Commander.
Okay. Gonna have to evacuate the urban mech.
Yes, Commander.
But unfortunately it lost initiative, so it can't go right now.
Consider it done.
I was like, he's only got a rotary autocannon 2, we'll be fine. He's like, why don't I just punch you? That will work. And I'm like, oh yeah, didn't think about that. Ooh.
Yes, Commander.
Okay. Is that where the weapon is? Where's the weapon? It's in the right arm. Okay, that's fine. I actually don't want him to lose the weapon. Because if he loses the weapon, he'll just carry on doing melee all the time, which is not what I want. I really wish I had jump jets on this mech. This Panther, by the way, if he doesn't jump next turn, he's going to die. Because he won't be able to move to get his evasion tokens. I don't know, the best position is kind of here. Really, if I want to keep my front pointed at the enemy.
Location confirmed.
Not exactly where I wanted to shoot from. But what I really want to do is just knock him over.
Commander.
More than anything, so. There we go, that works.
On the move. Targeting for an alpha front.
Hey, a headshot and a knockdown. Well, here we go again with the missile rain.
That was a critical hit.
Why is he getting straight back up now? I'm actually not sure why he gets straight back up, because I just knocked him down. Oh well, at least he took the knockdown penalty towards accuracy.
We lost the unit.
Oh! Oh, he didn't die! Or did he die? I think he died actually. Shit happens.
Reporting.
Okay.
Confirmed. Engaging.
This guy's already taken so many injuries.
That's a critical hit.
Just keep knocking him over till he dies. I'm genuinely not sure why my urban mate did not get his turn for so long there. Why he was knocked right down into the assault phase. And yet other mechs that got knocked down were not also knocked down into the assault phase. Strikes me as a little bit odd, but whatever. Okay, can I target that? Eh. Just knock him over, be easy enough, right? Pilot incapacitated!
Tango down.
Sweet, totally worth.
Reporting.
Reporting. Right. Still not too concerned about the missile boats. Let's get rid of this Panther.
Position.
The missile boats are only good because the Irby got knocked down. Otherwise they're bad. Okay, that does not help me any.
I'm showing minor damage.
Fail.
Ready.
Right. Use this opportunity to cool down by stepping on the striker. Simple enough.
Reporting. Enemy vehicle eliminated.
Oh, okay. It's going to expose his back to me, that's totally fine.
Receiving you.
Stick missiles in the back, or do I just punch him in the back? 55. Let's see. Where do I go? Let's go here. There we go. Missiles in the back will probably work out better.
All weapons, go.
Sweet. There goes his evasiveness.
Awaiting orders.
Right.
Move order received.
Just cleaning up now. We'll definitely get 2 mediums out of this mission, and we lost an Irby, but I just captured an Irby in the previous mission, so I won't cry too much. These things happen with lights. It just takes one lucky hit in the right place, get knocked down, completely focused fired, and you're done.
Damage minimal.
Damage minimal.
Awaiting orders.
Jesus, his head is like completely ruined. If I remember correctly, each individual SRM gets a chance to hit the head based on a number of factors. So,
Order confirmed.
if a head is severely damaged enough that one SRM would kill it, you actually have a very high chance of getting the head. Let's try it, shall we? Oh, head destroyed, lethal damage!
Tango down.
Good to go.
Sweet, got some sort of achievement for that.
Yes, Commander.
Right, just the trebuchet to deal with now. This game's biggest non-threat.
Locked on.
I'm saying this after it killed my Irby, but you know. It wasn't the trebuchet that was the reason the Irby died.
Yes, Commander.
The trebuchet is literally better off meleeing
Roger that.
than attempting to use its missile launchers. But we'll see what happens. Oh! That's a bad start for you, my friend. He's unstable, overcooked, and he's lost half his weapon complement. Now what are you going to do? Oh, he is going to use melee. Well, he hit the Panther, so it's not too bad. Oh, he hit it in the he hit it in the weaponless arm. The Panther keeps all of its weapons complement in the torso, so
Reporting.
that's like a 2-day, couple of thousand C-bill repair. I certainly won't be too upset about that.
Moving out.
Let's kill this guy. I only need one piece of trebuchet, so... Oh, we got the leg! That's nice.
Scored a critical hit.
He is overheated, and I presume that he is about to fall over.
Receiving you.
I'm going to try and hit him from the other side just to knock him over again. Maybe I can persuade him to eject. Down he goes. One HP on the leg. I'm not going to risk taking more damage. I've already lost a mech warrior on this mission. So just kill the git. In fact, let's aim for this.
Firing on target.
There we go. Ha 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 ha. Knocked down and shut down.
Waiting for orders. Target acquired.
Heads up.
Ejecting!
Hostile contacts inbound.
Sweet. Totally worth it. We bid a sad farewell to the Irby mech and its regular pilot. Phantom was killed in action, bravely fighting the enemies of the Ionosphere. Sad times. Oh, baby. I wonder how many more bits of that I'll get. Heat bank plus plus. Jesus, that's rare as well. Oh, a targeting computer. Wait a minute. It was the Irby that had the targeting computer, wasn't it? Oh well, whatever. We'll see what else we get. Okay. We lost one mech, but we got 4 pieces of better mechs. I didn't see the Irby on the trash list though. Like, I didn't even see one piece of it. Unless I got really lucky and got to keep it. I think there's like a 10 or 20% chance or 15% chance of getting to keep a mech that's been CT'd. I'm not sure.
That mech you wanted is back online.
Phantom has died. Bad times. Okay. Sweet. Quick and easy repair. This is going to take a little while to fix. It's in pretty good condition actually, to be fair. But I don't want that. Or that. Or that. I will keep the 3 jump jets. Now, what I do want is, unfortunately it's not got ballistics, it's all missiles, so we're going to have to build for missiles. We want, I wish this would, in fact let's just turn off everything else apart from missiles. It makes the scrolling a little bit easier. How many jump jets am I allowed? Like 5. Sounds good to me. This thing is going to be a monster. Yeah, I like the idea of that. Why not? Add a bit of spice. And obviously we are going to need ammo to fuel this thing. Oh, he does have a ballistic mount in the head. Well, I've kind of built an SRM boat now, so whatever. Okay. Bump up the heat. Bump up the armor, sorry. Okay. No need for the legs to be as tough as they are. Not when all the main armament is in the torso. How does that look? I think that looks okay. I think maybe I can afford to spread the armor a little bit more. In fact, we're completely jump jet based and we have 2 legs, right? So there we go. Relatively heat efficient, powerful SRM boat. Lots of stopping power. A little bit of extra sprint speed never hurt anybody either. You know, I totally could put my 1 advanced materials in. No, I'm happy with that. You lose 1 urban mech, you get back an even better one. Right, we just need to hire a replacement. It's probably not even going to be that expensive.
Receiving you.
Moon Rabbit. Okay.
Yes, Commander.
Yes, Commander. We'll just replace him with a cheap guy. I'm going to start getting the virtual training pods soon anyway, so. Jesus, my mech bay is going to be very busy. recovery. Okay. I do not have enough kit available right now. So let's make some kit available. Seems simple enough. 7 days. Oh, I've not seen this before. I just want to keep the supplies. I don't know what the risks are. The last thing I want is to slow down my mech repairs right now. Okay, Panther's ready. Oh man, I'm gonna miss having that stupid Herbie. Still making money though. I mean, I didn't lose any money. I lost a mech. I mean, admittedly, that represents a big loss, but the trebuchet represents a big gain, so... Now, of course, the stupid Jenner has had to be pulled out to cover gaps in my lineup. I'm hoping to capture a medium that's got good ballistics, so I can fit it with all that rotary autocannon goodness. It's so funny, with so many contracts on the same planet, you end up having a huge build-up of broken kit because time is not passing. You're fighting every day. Okay, a 1-skill mission should be simple enough.
Roger that.
Good to go.
Coordinates received. We've got an unknown on sensor.
Learnt my lessons about risk taking today, don't worry. Oh, a commando. I definitely wouldn't mind having that.
Tactical advantage.
It's no Herbie, but it's better than nothing. Well, look at this trap. I'm completely surrounded.
I'll be there before you know.
At least that's what they think.
Looks like we have guests.
Is that an Herbie? Okay, that vehicle's firing some sort of autocannon at me. Probably rotary 5, probably a galleon. Ooh, a fire starter. I wouldn't mind capturing that.
Orders. Affirmative.
Time to close the distance.
Waiting for orders.
Dustraker. Well, I suppose one thing about the Jenner, it's quick. One missile hit. Man, you gotta feel sorry for him.
Damage is light.
It's a lot of enemies.
Reporting.
Okay. Normally I would just reserve and reserve and reserve and reserve and let them waste all their turns shooting at mechs that have got maximum evasion tokens, but I do need to disable this fire starter.
Have no
Because the last thing I want is for the thing to friggin' punch me, knock me over, and there's like a billion missiles that just home in on my ass. Oh, the commando went first, perfect. So I get a second opportunity to put an end to the fire starter.
Good to go.
This is my new boy, Hacker.
Commander. Moving to position.
Kill it! Oh, there goes the leg. And there goes everything.
Let's destroy.
Hey there.
Okay. Oh, Inferno SRMs have got limited... No, they don't have limited ammo, it's just explaining to me that they do heat damage. Okay, that's fine. I thought they might, like normal flamers, they have like limited shots, despite also taking up SRM missiles, but they, it's just explaining the heat mechanics. Oh! Is it hot in here, or is it just you?
Receiving you.
Yeah, punch him, please. Just want to knock him over,
Physical
if I can.
attack.
There we go. Oh, it's a King Scorpion. Oh, it landed a hit.
My internals are taking a beating. I'm showing minor damage.
Striker. Not overly concerned by the striker.
Yes, Commander.
No.
Yes, Commander. Certainly.
Just make sure I keep my front towards the enemy. Plat. Jesus.
That's a kill.
Not sure it's quite necessary to put all that extra damage in there, but you know, whatever.
Orders.
Right. No.
Commander,
Yes. Okay. Cool. Excellent.
on my way.
I put a step on you.
Vehicle
trashed.
When you said vehicle trashed, I heard Kirov reporting. It's like the same. It's the same voice. It's the same tone.
Yes, Commander.
Okay. Don't worry, I've not forgotten about the King Scorpion. I'm not gonna like keep risking having this thing shooting at me.
We've got an unknown on sensors.
Oh, got another tank rolling in.
Mover down.
Need something, Chief?
I am not even gonna bother trying to shoot at that panther. There's no way I hit him while he's stood in the minerals.
Here comes the show.
Wah!
Solid connection on that one.
That's quite a lot of damage considering how hard it is to hit a locust. Ah, it's a striker. Okay. Oh. Let's just let the enemy close in. You're missed. Wow, he didn't move.
What's the plan?
I know he's stood in the minerals, so he's going to be harder to hit, but even so. Not moving is a really bad idea in this mod.
Firing.
Sweet.
That's a critical hit. Ready for orders.
Yeah, kill him. Blizz. Okay.
Inflicted heavy damage.
There goes his stability.
Commander.
Oh, no. Ah, still a very low chance to hit. Better, but exposes my back. There we go.
Moving out.
Okay, I can only fire one.
Firing.
Okay. With his initiative damaged, I'll get him next turn.
Standing by.
Let's go and erase old chicken legs over here.
Targeting for an alpha strike.
So of course he stood in those bloody minerals, isn't he? Here's the striker.
That shot hit internals.
Yeah, first thing we do is we move this Jenner now that he's unstable.
Copy that.
Re-establish his defense.
Physical attack.
Blat!
Vehicle down.
Now, does Chicken Legs McGee move out of the minerals? Or does he sit where he is? He moves and he stays in the minerals. Okay.
You have orders?
Goodbye, Panther.
Dinner is done. Locked on for physical attack.
Blat. Ejecting! Easy.
Hope we can salvage that.
I think I still get all the pieces for that because he ejected before the CT was destroyed, but you never know. It doesn't really matter. This is just easy money for me and some more light parts. Losing the Irby is not a big deal if I just get like enough light parts to build another light. Oh, nasty. Guess he had those guess he had those SRMs stored in the CT, huh? Probably not the best idea. Commander. Sweet.
Let's do this.
Let's go get the secondary objective, shall we?
Firing at full salvo.
Oh, not bad. Ha! I was just expecting to
Enemy vehicle.
We have the asset, Commander.
soften him up, not just outright murder him.
On it. On my way. Core.
We have the asset. We must contain the asset. What is this, Jurassic World?
Receiving you. Yes, Commander.
The mech carrying the operative must survive.
The secondary asset is in hand and ready for retrieval.
Mission successful. It's funny how you have to do the secondary objective for them to work out that there are no enemies that are still alive. It's like, all the enemies are dead. Let's just go home. Nothing left to do here. Ooh, a 30% payment increase. That's quite nice. Doesn't change a huge deal because I didn't do this for the money. Did it for that sweet salvage. This is all junk. Junk. I get through a lot of SRMs, but you know. I think we'll take the special flamer. Just because. We'll leave the piece of chicken legs behind. Maybe I get it, maybe I don't. Not bad at all. Got myself a spare commando. Because the moment I got a spare Irby, the main Irby died, so maybe this is this is the curse now. I've got a spare commando. Maybe the main one dies. That mech you wanted is back online. Excellent. Maybe I can make a little sniper out of it. Let's have a look at it, shall we? The amount of stuff I have in repair right now. Okay, so it's only got missiles. It's purely just got missile capability. I almost feel like I don't want to deck this out with anything nice. Here, I guess. Such a weird design. The missiles are in one section, the launcher is somewhere else. Okay. This thing will never shoot enough to overheat. One ton 6 heat. 14 heat. I know that using an SRM6 is exactly the same as doing this, but I don't really have much opportunity to use SRM2s, so I might as well use them. And use that final tonnage just to make this thing a little bit harder to kill where it matters, i.e. the side with all the weaponry. Okay, that's alright. I'm building everything for SRMs, but honestly, like, SRMs are the only real... I feel like SRMs are the only real way to get effectiveness out of low tonnage lights. The Firestarter is an exception, right? I mean, the Firestarter, we can go for a melee build and it will work well. Because the Firestarter is quick and it's got heavy armor. It's got not unreasonable tonnage. But the other mechs, I just don't feel like they make good melee mechs because they're too soft, too weak. SRMs give us flexibility and power on mechs that don't really have much of anything. Right, let's go check out if anyone's got skills to buy. Hey, for a guy who's done one mission, he's earned quite a lot of EXP. Cool.
Standing by.
Okay. Just checking a few things out. I wonder what the difference is between using SRM Inferno ammo in SRMs and using Inferno SRMs with normal ammo. Does that make sense? I'm not quite sure what the difference is. If you know, just drop me a comment. I'm not looking up the manual or like trying to learn anything extra about this game. Trying to keep things a mystery. Okay. Look at all that repair work. So I think next time it's all 1.5 skull missions now, or 2 skull missions, right? And that represents perhaps a step up too far from my current lineup. Although that said, if I repaired the Trebuchet and I repaired the RB, took the Firestarter and the main commando, I could probably do these 2 missions. But the payouts on them don't look very good. And I'm not really a fan of the mission types either. So I think we find somewhere new to go. And while we do that, we buy ourselves some time to get repairs done. Jesus, look at where some of these travel contracts are. Like, seriously. It's like the other side of the galaxy. Why are you offering me a contract all the way over there? I suppose it's a cheap way to change position. Let's find a one skull planet would be nice. With some nice tags. This is the one with a former Star League presence. Black market mining. Ruins. I don't know what half these tags do. I know what some of them do. I never really paid huge attention to them in the original vanilla campaign. Former Star League presence, black market. And it's a moon. Moons are always a bit risky because of heat dissipation. Ah, what the hell. Off we go. Get ready for the next episode. I think I'm going to continue to do 1.5 skull, 2 skull contracts, stuff like that. Try and capture more mediums. We got 1 medium now, but we need to build a set.
Alright, I'll get the team on it right away.
I do like the training module. It's a great way to start building up pilots for when you lose some. People who don't Iron Man need never buy it, since they'll never lose pilots. They'll always just restart. But if you are taking losses, then it's great. Why is that commando so expensive? Look at it, it actually has like a special cost that's way higher than every other mech. It costs even more to maintain than the trebuchet, which is a whole weight class higher. I could actually afford to buy an extra morale here. I'm not going to though, for now. I still kind of feel like the focus should be on capturing mediums while building up a stockpile of money. Okay. Actually, what I'm going to do is I kind of want that trebuchet. I guess, like, once it's repaired, it's not going to take much damage. I'll worry about repairing the rest of my lights.
Looks like we've arrived, Commander.
Cool, we've arrived. Let's have a look at the store. Oh, I'll have that.
New weapon systems available.
Oh, there's 2 of them. Outstanding. Precision ammo. +1 accuracy, minus 10% damage. That's pretty good, actually. Precision ammo. Might be tempted to get that later on, when I finally have a mech that can reasonably mount ballistics properly. -2 accuracy. You would never hit anything ever ever. Okay, the shop's not exciting. I wasn't expecting it to be. We'll do some quick cleanup. Have to scroll past all my mech bits every time. Why is this heavy rifle cost less than this one? Maybe this one's damaged? Don't know, but I'm not planning to use them. They're not very good. And I don't want the AC-20s either. Oh. Poor LRMs. I suppose I'll keep them for now. Maybe when I get targeting computers they'll be useful. Right, okay, that's it for now. Sorry if the end of this came a bit quiet. I'm just thinking about my next moves. As always, we will have a quick look at the contracts so that you know what to look forward to next time. Jesus, if it eventually shows us. Okay. Lots of half-skull stuff. Half-skull stuff's good for just picking up bits. Nah, this is kind of bad. Honestly. I'd be tempted to do this one. And then go somewhere else. Maybe I'd just do this one, pocket the money to cover my cost of travel, and then just carry on moving around to continue to generate repairs, right? Okay, well, join me next time. We'll do the raiding party, and we'll figure out our next move from there. Or maybe I'll just clean up a few one-skull missions to generate supplies. But as it stands, I have a lot of repair work to do, so I need to waste some in-game days. So that is what we will do. Join me then. I hope you enjoyed this, and yeah, I'll see you next time.